Hey, I'm Jana Classy, and I'm here to make sure you have some important information so that when you make an offer on a home in the Eastern Panhandle, you avoid the mistakes that lots of buyers here make. For example, West Virginia is a caveat emptor state, and the market here is growing more than many places in the country. So, we'll talk about all that and how it affects buying a home here. So, stay tuned. And by the way, our contact information is below. And if you want to learn more about the Eastern Panhandle, consider subscribing. Okay, mistake number one, not doing a thorough due diligence. And here's why that's important. Like I said, West Virginia is a caveat emptor state. Buyer beware. There's a paragraph in the Eastern Panhandle Board of Realtors sales contract, item 30, purchaser due diligence, that says this: purchaser expressly states that with the exception of any written warranties that may exist, they have not relied on any statements actually made by any seller, real estate agent, or broker. And then it goes on to list all the things the buyer will need to find out for themselves: nearby sexual offenders, schools, crime, airport and noise zones, deed restrictions, HOA docs, fitness of the property. So you shouldn't depend on things the seller tells you. You need to check it out for yourself. And the home inspection is an important part of that and really should not be waived. Nor should a few other inspections like the radon, termite, well, and septic if that's on the property. And FYI, radon is pretty common in this area, so check that out. Also, if you move outside town, well and septic. Lots of homes are on well and septic. So I would do some reading up on that so that you understand how that works. The seller in West Virginia is not required to fill out a property disclosure. They are required to disclose any known latent defects. Operative word, known. And that's also the case for real estate agents. The seller cannot engage in deliberate attempts to conceal damages or flaws, and if found guilty of that, may owe the buyer punitive damages. So sellers can't lie or conceal. They must disclose known defects about the property, but beyond that, they are not obligated to provide information to the buyer. And of course, if you move in and find something that the seller should have known and disclosed, your recourse is a legal one, and that can involve some costs. So when you buy a home here, be sure to do some digging, especially on the fitness of the home and anything else that's important to you. Make sure you have a realtor representing you and that provides information to you. And that's one of the reasons I do a video every week to help people learn about this area and understand the ins and outs of buying and selling here. Next thing, not researching the market trends and dynamics of the area. The Eastern Panhandle is experiencing growth and regeneration. This growth brings opportunities like rising property values, also brings challenges like competitive bidding and growing pains, traffic in areas where the roads haven't kept up with the amount of cars traveling on them. So when you move to an area, it's important to know the status of the housing market so your offer is in keeping with what's going on there. And things have slowed in many parts of the country, and they have here a little bit, but not much. So lowball offers don't really fly here unless the property is way overpriced. And then, number 3, not knowing much about older homes. The Eastern Panhandle is an older area known for its historic charm, and many homes here have been around for decades, and they offer character and history. But be mindful of potential issues like outdated wiring or plumbing. Be sure to ask for utility bills, which is often high in older homes. So it's a good idea to research problems you should look for if you like older homes. In this area, the older homes are often located near downtown. So if that's the location you like, then you probably are looking at an older home. There's some beautiful historic older homes near downtown Charlestown, Shepherdstown, Martinsburg, and the neighborhoods are established. So there's some advantages to buying an older home. Just be sure to check out the problems that often come with older homes. And then the next two items aren't necessarily unique to West Virginia, but they can kill a contract. So should be heeded. And that is number one, changing your debt to income ratio after going under contract. Once you are under contract, avoid purchases that could alter your debt to income ratio. This ratio was crucial in your loan approval. Buying a car or going into credit card debt before closing can jeopardize your mortgage by changing the financial picture your lender approved. So FYI on that. And lastly, not having strong proof that you are financially able to buy the house. So don't skip getting pre-approved. In a competitive market like the Eastern Panhandle, sellers prioritize buyers who are clearly ready to purchase. A pre-approval letter shows you've passed underwriting and have been approved for a loan. If you're paying cash, a proof of funds letter from your bank is equally important. And have all that lined up before you embark on a home search. Homes don't last long on the market, so if you fall in love with a property, you need to be ready to act because chances are you'll be competing with other buyers. Okay, there you have it. 5 tips for buying a home in the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia. And remember, knowledge is power in real estate. So for more insights and advice, make sure to subscribe to Meet Me in the Panhandle. And I want to thank you for watching, and happy house hunting.